guys, it's Grant with AnglingAuthority.com at ICAST 2014 in Orlando, and I'm here with Edwin Evers, Bassmaster Elite Pro, and we're at the Megabass booth, and he's got a cool swim bait here.
A cool swim bait, that's kind of an understatement. Anything that Megabass brings out, they just amaze me with the detail. But right off the bat, this is the Mag Draft. Let me tell you what it is. It's the Mag Draft. It's a brand new swim bait. It's probably one of the baits that I am the absolute most excited about, just because we've spent so much time developing this thing. And what is really cool, it's got a magnetic weight in it, so it's going to hold that hook right there. Instead of dangling where you can get snagged up on something, it's just going to hold it right there underneath the belly. It makes it more compact. It's going to come through cover easier, and it's also going to be a better eye appeal for a bass. It's not a giant swim bait. It's a 6-inch version. It's a bait that I can reel really slow. It's also a bait that I can burn pretty quick. Again, Megabass has got some great colors. You know, this right here is more of a translucent color for clear water situations. We've got some with orange bellies. We've got shad and bluegill imitations. It's a neat bait. It's a bait that I'm really excited going forward in the tournaments. You know, it's a bait at Lake Fork this year that everybody was wanting. You know, like Luke come and got wanting mine, and I'm not wanting to give them up because I'm fishing with them. It's a bait that we caught some fish on this year, and it's going to be exciting to get more colors and use it all across the country.
What's the weight on it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what the weight is.
So it comes in one weight, though.
It's just one size, one weight. Yep.
And pretty heavy, so it feels like you can launch it pretty far.
Yeah, you can throw the bait real far. It's a bait that you're going to throw and use in shallow. I'm going to let it sink for a couple seconds, then reel it in 2, 3, 4 foot underneath the surface. It's not a bait that you're getting down deep. It's a shallow bait. Something you're going to throw out off the end of laydowns or around the end of a dock or maybe over some isolated boulders out there. Outside grass edges. It's going to be really, really killer.
What kind of rod are you throwing that on then?
I throw this on just a 7.5 foot medium heavy. Kind of not a big heavy rod. Almost like a crankbait. You want to throw this on a crankbait rod because basically it is a crankbait. You've got one treble hook. You don't want them to throw it. The great thing about it, it does have a swivel. A fish is not going to get a lot of leverage on you to be able to throw it, but whatever your favorite crankbait rod is, say for a deep diving crankbait, that's the rod you want to use.
And the other thing you mentioned, I think you mentioned this already, was that with a normal swim bait, you're burying the treble in it.
Yeah, and it's going to tear up the plastic.
Exactly.
So many times, you see people, they'll bury that treble hook down in the plastic, or they'll take like a paper clip and try to hold it in there. With that magnet in there, it stays there and it's not tearing up your plastic. You're going to let that bait's going to last a lot longer.
So the only way this will get torn up is if your fish hits it.
And it will get tore up, yeah, because they're going to eat it. I'm telling you, it's a fish catcher. It's one that I'm almost really rather not talk about, but yeah, it's a good bait.
It's a really good bait, guys.